All right, Revshare Lifestylers, we are live, and as always, we've got our lovely and luscious Twee to introduce us tonight.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us on the webinar. And on our awesome panel here, we have Fidel, Joel, and myself, Twee. And why don't we just go and do a little intro around? And let us know if you can hear and see us, and also let us know where you're tuning in from.
Absolutely. Let's see. Hey, look at that. Hello, everyone. Hi, Joel. Oh, Brandon. Uh, it's okay. Good to see you, Crystal, Brian, Brandon. All right, awesome. Cool. Let's go ahead and get started for the night. So, uh, we've had a lot of new people come into the system over the last 2 weeks or so. Our Facebook group has doubled, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen that. There's so many new faces, a lot of new people reaching out to me, and I'm sure probably to you as well. Make sure that you guys are taking the time as your new referrals come in, that you guys are taking the time to help them get their system set up, and answer questions like, just like how they set up their usernames in certain programs and whatnot. Obviously, all that stuff's in the trainings, but as we know, not everybody takes the time to watch the training. So make sure that when you're bringing in new referrals that you're connecting with them, both in the Facebook group as well as through email and whatnot. Ask them if they have questions. And if you see them asking questions in the Facebook group, just jump right on them and start answering in any way that you can. Obviously, give them the right answers, but link them to the proper trainings, things like that. John Dietrich, I just want to give you a shout out. Did an awesome job with your new referral into the Facebook group. I love the action steps that you laid out for him right off the bat. He said, "Hello, welcome. This is our Facebook group. Please ensure that you go through steps 1 through 3 in order to maximize your earnings." Awesome way to introduce somebody and give them, the proper guidance on how they can start earning right away in the system. So tonight, I wanted to spend some time, since we have so many people, I wanted to spend a little bit of time tonight going through some of the system elements, as well as there's been a lot of updates to the system over the last 2 to 3 weeks, and including new capture pages, new trainings have been added, lots of different things inside the profile section. So just wanted to make sure that everybody's got those things set up and that they're aware that they're there, and also how they can activate them as well. And for some of our more advanced users who are running things like split tests and whatnot, I'm going to show you guys how you can get your individual links to each capture page so that you can actually start split testing those things. We'll have a training later on that'll actually go in the system about how to run split tests, but for those of you who already know, I'll show you guys where you can get those individual links so that you can start running your own split tests. So, okay, guys, let's go ahead and jump right in here. So you guys know, the people who are just joining us or the people who are have been with us for a while, we created Revshare Lifestyle as a system where anybody, regardless of their internet marketing experience or online experience, could come in and begin to earn right away. There are multiple income streams in there. Currently, there's about 7 income streams within the system. I think there may be more now. And what the whole system is designed to be able to do is to have one link to promote to be able to earn all of those different income streams. That way, you're not hitting people up and saying, "Hey, join this offer, join this offer, join this offer, join this offer. Oh, by the way, you also need an autoresponder. Oh, and you're going to need capture pages, and you're going to need all these different things." So rather than having to go and explain to somebody how to set up all the stuff that's already within the system, it's already just built right in there. And all you do as a sponsor or somebody who's referring somebody in, all you do is help guide them to get set up and instruct them step 1, step 2, step 3. That's if they haven't taken the time to watch the trainings, or if they haven't set any of that stuff up for themselves. So it's pretty simple. And also, most of the income streams within the system are free to sign up. They obviously cost money to participate, within them. But like if you actually want to start earning from them, but they're all free to sign up and actually get your usernames within the system. That way you can start earning on referrals right off the bat. So without further ado, I'd like to take a little bit of time and just kind of field any questions. I know that there's been a lot of questions going on in the group, so if you guys have some questions, go ahead and throw them inside the chat box so we can address those as we go. Okay. So I'm just gonna pop over here. Good evening, Saron. Good to see you, brother. Happy to have you in the chat. And so let's go ahead and jump in, show the system, and show you guys a little bit of what we've been putting together for you, and also some of the new capture pages that are back there. That some of them are actually getting some really high results. So let me go ahead and jump over. Make sure I got my system up. Okay, cool. All right, let's go ahead and do a little bit of screen share here. Boom. All right, so screen share is up. Can you guys see me? Go ahead and put in the chat if you guys can see that I went into space here. Boom. I'm going to put in here, can you guys see me? Can you see my screen? Yes. All right. Awesome. Cool. Glad to hear it. All right. So, guys, this is right when you guys log in here. If you guys notice, there's been Payza and Solid Trust Pay is now within the system. I know that we added this a couple weeks back, but a lot of people didn't take action and set up their Solid Trust Pay account as well. It's imperative that you set up multiple payment processors because your referrals are going to come in and they're going to work with multiple different payment processors, and you're going to be paid out directly on the payment processors that they work with. So make sure that you sign up for both a Payza and a Solid Trust Pay account, and we'll also add in more payment processors as time goes by. Next is the Facebook group. Make sure you guys are getting in the Facebook group, getting active. This is where all your questions are going to be answered, as well as when you're in the group and you're getting active, this is also where you can begin to stand out as a leader and start providing some value for people. Right down below that, we've got the multiple capture pages here. Currently we have 4, and we'll be adding more as time goes by. So we'll be looking to add 1 a week once we finish getting all of the rest of the trainings within the system. We'll be looking to add 1 new capture page every week. For those of you who are a little bit more advanced and want to start actually participating in split testing and whatnot, you can simply click the capture page, click Save, and then when you go and open up in a new window here, you can just put in your affiliate link, and it will bring you straight to the capture page. And so you can see right there that that is your link for the orange Lambo capture page. You can do the same thing for each individual capture page in order to get your direct links. That way you can put them on rotators. You can begin to split test using sub-IDs. For anybody who's not understanding this information, don't worry, we're going to create a training on this stuff later. But for those of you who already understand this stuff, you guys are welcome to get started beginning to split test these 4 capture pages. Next, once you guys have got your system set up, the next thing to do is to go into the Step 1 Start Earning tab. This is how you guys will actually begin to position yourself to start earning commissions, multiple commissions, over and over and over again. Again, all from using this one link. Now, right down here, you'll see a little warning that says caution. Before you take action in setting up your system, please clear your cookies and cache. This is so that anybody who is referring you to the system is ensuring that they get credit for that referral, and we're not sending the referrals directly to the company. Okay, so this just is one little extra measure to prevent that possibility. To get started, you simply click here to create an account, and it'll always take you over to the page to actually create the account. Once you get set up, you'll be given a username or a referral link Okay, it's important that you make sure that you're looking at your referral link and then adding the variable ID at the end of it. Okay, so in Triple Threat, it's a username. In For Ad Pays, it's a referral ID number. In Galactic Ads, it's a username, and so is in Traffic Monsoon. Again, as always, guys, we always talk about that these income streams are subject to change as time goes by, as the market shifts and things like that. So these, make sure that you watch these, log in frequently, and make sure that you're up to date on the most current income streams that are within the system. So the whole point in step one, the whole reason why we separated out these step one, step two, and step three is it's focused on the three things that entrepreneurs face when they get online. The very first thing that we're all faced with when we get online is money, cash flow. Any business is focused on the very first thing that they need is cash flow. Without that cash flow, those businesses go out of business fast. And so that's why we broke the system down into these three sections. The first section is designed to give you quick cash flow. With the opportunities that are back there like Triple Threat, you can start earning net profits within 3 days. That's about how fast it takes for those ad packs to expire and start earning real money. Okay, in just about 72 hours, you can begin to have cash flow. That's how fast this system works. And that's what's so powerful about referring others to the system, because then you're also going to begin to maximize those comp plans and maximize those earnings. John Dietrich, I noticed inside the group, he's been building his for about 30 days. He's already got his ad packs at about $1,000. That means he's roughly trending for about $1,200 in net profit or so. He did a lot of that without any referrals. As soon as he started getting referrals into his system, he made a comment about how his earnings started maximizing. And I noticed the same thing. I get about anywhere from 16 to 30 commissions every single day that are just coming in from people that are recurringly buying ad packs. So it's important that you're taking the time to refer others to the system so that you can begin to build that leverage up. And in the meantime, you're also working those income streams to get the most from your income streams. Excuse me, I need to take a drink of water here.
So, good time for some questions. Anthony asked, can you use one processor for deposits and another for withdrawals?
What was the question?
Can you use one processor for deposits and another for withdrawals?
No, because what would happen is with each income stream, they pay out on the processor that there's funds within. So, for example, if you've got $100 in net profits in Payza, you can withdraw to Payza. If you've got $100 in net profits within Solid Trust Pay, you can withdraw to Solid Trust Pay, and so on with the other processors. So you could potentially fund with Payza, but you wouldn't be able to transfer those funds from Payza over to Solid Trust Pay. So if your referral gave you an affiliate commission in Solid Trust Pay, it would stay in Solid Trust Pay the whole time, and then it would end up getting withdrawn to Solid Trust Pay. If you funded with Solid Trust Pay, it would stay at Solid Trust Pay the whole time until you did the withdrawal. So the funds stay within whatever processor it is that you're working with.
And Brandon asked, which page is converting the best?
Good question. So this is a question that I don't like answering, and here's why. Because I say that one page is converting the best, and then all of a sudden everybody changes their capture page to that one page, and it no longer converts the best. So that's the crux, or the conundrum that you're faced with when you say that one capture page is converting. Yeah.
I would say go with the one that best suits your personality.
That's pretty good advice. Also, too, make sure that you're for those of you who do split testing, make sure that you do start doing split testing stuff. And the one that fits your personality is is good, Fidel. Why was it that you brought that up?
For example, not that your video's bad. I would rather do the I would rather do the other ones. The other ones that are more like just the I don't know how do you call those? The ones just with the letters, the words.
Text only.
Yeah, just kind of like the text with it.
Yeah.
But I heard that people like using your video and it converts really well though. I just personally, I would rather go with the one with the test one, which I gotten good results just from the first one that you made.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten good results from that one.
Yeah.
Now I'm testing the one with the blue and orange banners, and it's still converting.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just more how I feel like more comfortable with.
Yeah, and that's absolutely, that brings up a good point, because that also that goes back to something that Twee and I talk about a lot, which is messaging. It's connecting with the audience, building the audience that you personally connect with. So, for example, like you said, no offense about the video, none taken. But like, obviously for the video capture page, like, somebody's gonna watch that video, then they're gonna talk to me, and I was the guy in the video. So it's like it's a personal connection. With the Lambo capture page, for example, you might be attracting people that are more, they're looking for that like luxury lifestyle or something along those lines. So, the capture pages, the different capture pages attract a slightly different audience. So, Fidel, you're pretty correct in that, in choosing the one that matches who you want to attract. And if you'll notice, they're all pretty varied. One of them is, Lamborghini. It's more of like a luxury lifestyle kind of thing. Another one is supplement your retirement. The other one is obviously the add a side income. The video for add a $600 a month side income, which is totally doable very quickly. And then the other one is the $10,000 a month, I believe.
Yeah, that one in the video.
Yeah. So that one attracts the make money online crowd really well. That one's been proven over and over and over again. It converts pretty high. So to answer your question, I can't say that one specifically converts better than the other. You just kind of have to try them and see what's working. Especially with different traffic sources too, because you're going to get different results at different places.
Yeah, and a couple members mentioned that STP doesn't work in all states. That's true.
Yes.
So if you're in a state that's not supported by STP, it won't be able to work over there. But STP's in there because if you have funds from one of your referrals that are going into there, you definitely want to set up each payment processor to match.
Yeah, definitely. Fidel, you were dealing with the STP thing because it doesn't work in Texas, correct?
Yeah, I was talking to some people today, and it's all about you gotta find ways around it. You gotta kind of like think outside the box and find a way where I have somebody that like, for example, Payer or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Another processor. We can't. It's really hard to get the funds right here in the USA, but I know some people that are finding ways to do it. Like they'll request a card somewhere else.
That sounds like a good. That sounds like some research that we should probably do.
Yeah.
If we can come up with a method for people where Solid Trust Pay is not in their area, but we can still find a way to get so that they can still get those funds. So
yeah. So that's just
situation. You can't access Solid Trust Pay, so you probably have commissions just hanging out. So that might be something that we should take action on. We'll add that to the action plan. What else do we have, Twee? Any more questions?
So far, that's it.
What's that?
So far, that's it for the questions right now. Go ahead and submit them as we go along if you have any questions. I think Joel's going to show a bit more of the system.
John Dietrich's my daddy. Oh, man, that's funny. Um, okay,
Well,
so
before you continue, Joel, can I just say
Yeah,
just like 2 words really quick? Um, Man, this what you put together, I want to say thank you to you. You guys have put a lot of work into it. And I'm saying this because yesterday I had somebody that joined for that pays, and they wanted for me to give them $10 to get started. And I was like, I already gave you access to a free system
yeah,
that should be charged about, I don't know, anywhere from $50 to $100 a month to have access to what we have going on in there.
a lot
And
of customers are charging.
and that's just to me, it's like it comes to the point. It comes back to where we have to think outside of if there's an obstacle, whether it be with one of the programs back in there that you know is here today and not tomorrow. Let's just continue on going and building it and let not nobody stop our dreams just because of some solid trust pay that doesn't work in Texas or
Well, that brings up a good point. One of the most valuable aspects of the system is the fact that offers change daily. Twee and I have been in the internet marketing business for quite a few years now, and Twee, do you have any idea how many offers we've been in?
handfuls.
I mean, could you just like take a guess, just any number?
I I can't say any number specifically, but I can certainly say six figures in different offers and
Yeah.
other things, products, services, mentorships, everything. We've done quite a lot.
So,
And
it,
things change, and it changes for a good reason. It's because it's the internet. Facebook changes, Google changes, search, rankings change, everything changes over time. So that investment in your education and learning continues. But
absolutely.
yeah, that's why we always update RSL though.
Yeah.
As
So,
things change, we modify it so that you're current and can earn from what's current in the marketplace.
mhm. Because whatever is in the marketplace is going to shift on probably a daily basis. We go for as many offers as we can that are solid, that have been around for quite a few months and are still growing. Um, what we're looking for, we're not looking for something that's a flash in the pan. We're looking for something that has some opportunity that's been there for a while, and you can continue to earn from for the next 6 months, a year, 2 years, down the line. But what's great about the RSL system is that once you have the referral in the system, then as the market shifts, changes, or new offers get added, that person's already in your downline. They're already tied to you. So as soon as that new thing pops up, you just simply sign up for it, put your username in, and then your downline goes and does the same. So then you're always getting credit for those sales constantly. So you're not having to jump around from offer to offer to offer, system to system to system, because you've got one system to rule them all.
well, yeah, one link you can always go back to, and then of course remind people that we're humans and maybe once in a while we will make mistakes. It's not how they say it. It's not how hard you fall or how many times you fall, but the times that you get up and keep
Rocky's
on.
got one.
Yeah, so
Ain't about how hard you can hit.
yeah. Yeah, so just want to say thanks with that, and I think everybody in the team appreciates that, Joel.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I definitely appreciate that, Fidel. Again, for those who are new, what we're talking about, what we're really doing is breaking down the system here so that you understand what you have in front of you. So the step one, like I had mentioned, it's all about getting cash flow. Step two is all about automation. So the next thing that we deal with a lot as entrepreneurs, and I'm just going to make sure you guys can see my screen here. Yes, having solid relationships does really help a lot, Saron. So the next step in the system here is designed to be focused on the next big problem that we all face as entrepreneurs, and that's time. See, one of the issues that we come across is that there's always too much to do. There's always, oh my gosh, we've got to create a blog today. We've got to email our list. We've got to market on Facebook. We've got to make sure that we got our, so on and so on and so on. And oftentimes, what falls to the wayside is follow up and connecting with the people that we have shown the system to, and that's where step 2 comes in. It's all about autopilot. It's about email marketing being there for you to market for you when you're not around. So email marketing is the bread and butter of the internet. If you're not doing any form of email marketing right now, you are losing money. You're leaving a lot of money on the table. Currently, still here to this day in Wednesday, March 2nd, 2016, email marketing is still a 4,000+% ROI on the internet. That is a 4,000 or more return on your investment. It is absolutely critical, 100% critical, that you are doing email marketing in some form within your business. And what we have here in step 2 is designed to automate that aspect of email marketing. So we call it autopilot your biz. And what you do here is you set up for either one of the autoresponders within the system. They're 2 of the most trusted out there on the internet. In the internet marketing fields, it's GetResponse and Aweber, and you have your choice of either one, or you can sign up for both if you prefer, but you'll only be collecting leads into one. So with the GetResponse and Aweber, we've actually gone through, right here in the training center, we've actually gone through and pre-written 10 emails for you. So a 10 email sequence. If you just go training, go to the autoresponder setup, you can see right here how to connect and load up your autoresponder series directly into GetResponse and Aweber. If you look right down here below the video, there is a link, a campaign share code that you can type in directly into your autoresponder, and it shows you how to do all of it here within the training. And what it will do is it'll automatically upload those messages with links already directly into your GetResponse or Aweber account. And in doing so, every time a new lead hits that capture page, remember the capture pages that we talked about in the Watch This First tab? Every time a new lead sees one of these capture pages and opts in, that lead will get added directly to your autoresponder, and the autoresponder will begin following up with them and selling on your behalf. It is by far one of the most powerful aspects, one of the most powerful tools that an internet marketer has at his or her dispense, and if you're not incorporating it, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. I mean, think about companies like Amazon. They're still emailing their list. They're the biggest online retailer in the world, and they're still emailing. Why is that? It's because every time they send out an email, they drive millions of dollars in revenue, if not more. And they do that off of one simple email, and that's something that you can do as well. By simply connecting your autoresponder directly to your system and just uploading the email sequence in there. Now, once you've got that set up, that's where you go right here to step 3. This is the third problem that we face as entrepreneurs and especially as internet marketers, and this is promotion. Okay? It's easy enough to post your link on Facebook once or twice. It's easy enough to send out an email or 2 once or twice. But what happens when your traffic sources dry up? What happens when you're having issues getting ranked on the first page of Google? What happens when you don't know where to find traffic? Or what happens when where that particular banner or whatever it happens to be is beginning to get saturated in the marketplace? That's where the income explosion comes in. This is all about scale. So this section here, step 3, this is my personal favorite, because when I first got online, the very first thing that I did was learn traffic. Twee knows that I was in that basement, our mother-in-law's basement, because that's where we were living at the time. And Twee knows that while she was going to work, I was down there toiling away for 18 hours a day, discovering and learning how to run traffic. And Twee, do you remember how happy I was when I made my first $80 online from running traffic?
Mm-hmm.
And
doing ads at the time.
Yeah, exactly. We're running PPC ads. This is the very first thing that I'd ever done to my very first affiliate funnel that was set up very similar to the way that Revshare Lifestyle is designed. And when I discovered this and learned that I could put in $25 to make $80, that's when the light bulb came on for me. That's when I saw there really is unlimited money on the internet. There really is the ability to create profit at like that. And there's plenty of people that have picked up traffic already. And what we've been seeing, is from like 100 clicks, seeing anywhere from like 13 to 25 new accounts from a 100-click order. So I mean those are big numbers. I mean, if you really think about just what one referral could be worth to you, I was calculating with Sarah on the phone today how much a referral just in one income stream is worth, and they're roughly worth about $100 a month. So if you thought about that, and you're looking at the traffic, you're looking at step 3, you're looking at scaling your business, then you're thinking to yourself, okay, if I had one person come in out of that 100 clicks and take action, I would make my money back within the first 30 days. You know that's the case because they're buying those ad packs every single day. You're getting 10% commissions on those ad packs over and over and over again. So you're making anywhere from $350 a day to $650 a day, $1050 a day, whatever, over and over and over again for 30 days straight. You're making a couple $100s a month off of one simple referral. So that's where the scale of Revshare Lifestyle really comes in, and that's where the power of it, that's where that really comes in. That's where you have the capability of saying, I want to make 6 figures in the next 90 days. I want to make 7 figures in the next year and a half. You have that capability by simply, making a couple shifts and designating the way I did it at that time. And we were incredibly broke. Twee remembers we moved into your parents' basement after not being able to pay our rent for a few months living in Seattle a few years ago. Do you remember that, babe?
Mm-hmm.
And
2013 or something?
2012.
Or 2012? Yeah, 2012 when we started.
So 2012 when we got started on this. We moved into your parents' basement after 3 months of our gracious apartment complex letting us stay there before they finally kicked us out. And when we got down there and, we were depressed, obviously, I knew just as a man, as a husband, I knew that I needed to do something different. I needed to make a change. The offline business that we had was no longer working, and I knew that what I needed to do was to discover how to control the income online, how to control how much money I'm making. So what I did is we were incredibly, like I said, we were really, really tight budget at the time, but I still set aside an advertising budget because I understood the power of advertising because I had ran a few offline businesses that had made 6 figures a couple of times by that point. And in those offline businesses, I never skimped on my advertising. So one thing, I would skimp on everything else except for my ad budget, and that was because I knew that sales, just getting sales and creating cash flow, alleviated 99% of the problems in my business. Because if there was a tech issue that I didn't understand, if I had cash flow, I could pay somebody to fix it. If I had, if there was a marketing campaign that wasn't working, if I had cash flow, I could pay somebody to create a marketing campaign that would work. So I knew that was the element that I needed most. So I always made sure that I had an ad budget set aside, whether it was weekly or whether it was monthly. That was my number one thing that I did in my offline businesses, and I carried that principle onto my online business. And since then, it's become the center point of all of the marketing that I've done. And when you begin to learn your numbers, you'll find that element, that advertising element, is something that it's a risk, but it's a calculated risk. It's something that you're saying, well, one referral into Triple Threat who takes action is worth roughly 100 or more per month. If that's the case, then, and you're looking at a 100-click package for $100, then they balance each other out. After the 30 days, it's all profit. So that's how I began to scale my business. So that's why I made sure that inside of step 3 that this was an option that was available to you guys. In addition to that, too, there's a couple of programs out there on the internet, not very many, that allow you to actually earn commission from the traffic orders as well. So the system inside there is connected to an affiliate program where you can actually sign up for free. We made sure that was free, not a paid affiliate program. As you well know, in fact, every traffic affiliate program that I'm aware of online requires you to pay a monthly service charge in order to be a traffic reseller, in order to be certified to be a traffic reseller. We handle all of the traffic for you. So we don't really need for you to be certified in order to sell the traffic. Instead, what we decided to do is make sure that you guys have a chance to share in the profits from the traffic. That's something that we wanted to make sure that was available to you guys. And if you watch this little video here, it explains to you exactly how all the traffic works. Like I said, the affiliate program is free. You simply click here to create an account, and it'll take you to the affiliate sign-up page. You'll get an affiliate username. You'll save that username right here and click Save. Anybody that you refer in the system, when they pick up traffic, it'll be coded to you, and you'll actually earn 10% on the front-end traffic orders, 15% on anybody that decides to set up a monthly recurring traffic order. And the monthly is something that I personally recommend. Obviously, like I said, setting aside a monthly ad budget for me was one of the biggest elements to my success. And so that's something I would highly recommend. The reason why I often recommend monthly instead of weekly if you have the budget for it, but a lot of times when people are getting started out, they maybe only have $100 a month. So that's why we set up the monthly, and also why we spiffed it a little bit higher too, so to add a little bit more cash flow into your pocket. So
we got our screenshot in the group of someone that earned a commission from the traffic.
You cut out there for a second, Twee. What'd you say?
Oh, I said we got our first screenshot in there of someone who earned a commission from the traffic. So it's definitely something that's awesome to build because you get 10%. So the lowest commission you're going to get, I think, is like $10.
Yeah, that's the
low end.
Yeah. And they come pretty quick. They're only delayed about 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 7-day delay, and then they just shoot straight to your PayPal account.
Yeah, and I think it was Fidel that said like a lot of offers do have that paid element to promote traffic.
Oh, they do. Yeah, there's a ton of them out there, but they all require you, pay a minimum of like $50 a month in order to sell traffic.
There's one that it's like $75 a month.
Yeah,
which is not bad. It's not bad, but
you're paying for nothing. You're paying to have the luxury of what we already give you for free.
Yeah. Do you have anything to add, Fidel, about the system, or like your experience, your team's experience?
Everything's good. I like the capture pages. Are we gonna talk about the banners coming up, or no?
Yeah, Twee. You had mentioned that you had a few banners that were in If we do monthly, how much is monthly? Anthony, the monthlies they're all set up at the same price, but they're just set up in a convenient auto pay. So we've been toying around with the idea of possibly adding different price points in there on the monthly, but it's not something that is. We need to make sure that we're not going over our budget as well. So we need to make, that's something that we'll discuss in further detail. But as it stands right now, you're getting extra commissions on the monthly.
We have some other questions in there too.
What was that?
We have some other questions in there too.
Yeah, I'll make sure I go through them. But Twee, you were up giving us an update about the new banners that you've been working on.
Yes, we do have new banners, and my son wants to come join. So say hi, Gage.
Hi.
So yes, we do have some new banners, and they are in development. We have 2 new sets. What's the now? Yeah. So there are some new banners, and what I'm actually going to create for the group is a culture calendar, so that we have some consistent days in the group that you get to share different things. So every day is going to have its own theme. That way you guys can share and engage and really get active in the group.
Crystal, yay on the new banners. So I'm gonna go through some of these comments here real fast. Anthony, yes, the commission goes into the processor that your referral uses. So if your referral uses Solid Trust Pay, then your commission will go to Solid Trust Pay. If your referral uses Payza, your commission will go to Payza. Crystal, I understand it is a little intimidating, email marketing. Twee and I were awful at it for like a year and a half. And
huge list of thousands of subscribers, and we never emailed when we were new.
Nope.
And I think I was scared to email because I had a couple people that I was following that emailed like 5 times a day, 10 times a day sometimes, and I was just like, whoa. But emailing, I would say at least 3 times a week. Just send a broadcast, something of value oftentimes, something entertaining. Just let them follow you around. People really like that, getting to know you and just really connecting.
Absolutely, yeah. So
it's kind of like doing videos and stuff like that. It's really intimidating, and I wouldn't jump on webinars or do videos or email. I mean, I still have a hard time with emails. Just like kind of feel what you're comfortable with, and then I'm upscaling the email part little by little, just because it's not that I'm afraid to send an email. It's just that the writing part just kind of like I can do a video and talk and stuff like that. I just cannot. But it wasn't like that at first. I mean, even to write a post on Facebook, it was the hardest thing for me, because why would I write a post and connect with people that I don't know? And now it's like I do it constantly. It just becomes a habit.
Yeah, email marketing is no different. It's absolutely identical to how you just described it. It's a skill, and it can be built up very quickly, very easily through simple consistency.
Kind of like saying no to people that offer you a whole bunch of other products online. Say no. No, I just promote one link. Revshare lifestyle.
And then yeah, John, definitely. Just they can unsubscribe. Definitely not a big deal if they unsubscribe. If they do, then that's a good thing. That makes your list cleaner. So yes, Raymond, there's always the replay at the end of every night, and yeah, you can just hit replay as soon as it's over. Yes, John, good point. Make sure that you use all your ad credits that you purchase. For instance, you had 11 opt-ins over 2 hours ago in a 1.5 hour span. Boom. There you go. And you're running banners on Traffic Monsoon. That's why you want to make sure that you're running those banners. First and foremost, you're already purchasing the ad packs. So you're getting website credits. You're getting banner impression credits. You're getting text impression credits. Use those. That's just free traffic for you just sitting around. And if you're not taking advantage of that, you're yet again leaving money on the table. Now, last week we did a daily action plan. You can find it in the files of our Facebook group. And inside that daily action plan, we gave you a very simple set of instructions of what to do every single day in every Revshare. Part of it was posting your banners and posting your text ads and your website credits and assigning those credits to your website credits to your capture pages, your banner credits to the banners that are within the RSL system, and for the text ads, just write a quick, it's like a 40-character thing. It's like a tweet. You can write a tweet, and so it's pretty much that simple.
Surprisingly well.
What was that?
Those work surprisingly well.
They do. I got 3 leads off of them today, and 2 referrals. So they do work very well. I know that because I make sure that I track all of my ads that I do. So it's quick, it's easy, and you're already purchasing the ad packs. So what you're really purchasing as the product or the service from those ad packs is traffic within that traffic exchange. So make sure that you're taking advantage of what you're buying and what you're earning from. So let's see, what else do we have here?
One more thing, Joel.
Yeah.
This is something that I do when I get that email from Revshare Lifestyle with their email address.
Uh-huh.
I search it on Facebook really quick and see if I'm friends with them, and
Yeah.
then I friend them, and then I welcome them to the team, and that works pretty good.
That is a big gold tip. So did anybody catch that? I'm going to repeat that just to make sure that you guys get that. So what Fidel is doing is when he gets a referral into Revshare Lifestyle, he's copying the email address, then going over to the Facebook search field and pasting that email address in there and seeing if it pulls up a name. And if it pulls up a name, then he can click on that person. He can send them a friend request. He can send them a private message and connect with them personally.
Yeah.
There is nothing out there that will beat the conversion of a live chat, of a live conversation. There's nothing in this world that will beat that. So you can have the best funnel, the best system in the world. Nothing is going to beat a personal connection. So, and that's because people are people and they want to be spoken to like people. So.
And it goes back to a post that I put, I think, when Monday, have confidence. We're here to help. So just driving back to the group, to the Facebook group for Revshare Lifestyle, and we're here to help you. So you don't have to have all the answers. We're here as a team to help each other.
Yeah, exactly. Couple more questions I'm going to field within the chat here. So Crystal said, we earn commissions on traffic even if we're not yet buying it. Yes, you do. So you earn commissions by simply becoming an affiliate, and if your downline picks up some traffic packages, you will earn commission on that. I highly recommend that you are buying the traffic yourself. I'm a firm believer in leading by example. If you're in a position where you don't have the capability to pick up traffic yet, that's okay, but don't delay.
That's where you go to step 1.
What was that?
That's when you go back to step 1.
Exactly. That's when you go back to step 1. Keep working on that cash flow. But you want to make sure that you're acting in a manner in which you want your people to act. So it goes right back to leading by example. If anybody has kids, if you're a smoker and you're telling your kids not to smoke, do you really think they're going to listen to you? But on the other hand, if you're not a smoker and telling your kids not to smoke, do you think the likelihood of your kids not smoking is going to be much higher? Yes, because we as humans, we learn by example. So, if you're able to pick up traffic, I definitely would if you want your downline to pick up traffic as well. So, if we do, how much is the monthly? The monthly, like I said, currently they're at the same price, but you do get higher commissions on the monthly. It also automates your business. That is when people go through and they actually get the monthly traffic, that is the 100% automation, absolutely, for your business. Yay on the new banners. Then I'm going to have to write my own emails. Are we able to include a personal video in our autoresponder emails? What you can do is you can record a video and you can take a screenshot of that video, and you can put that screenshot inside of your email and link it to your video. So that's pretty quick and easy.
So if your video is on YouTube or Facebook, you can link it over to that link.
Yes. Do text ads really work, Raymond? Yes, they do. Do I have examples of them for this program? I had some that I was testing on Triple Threat, and I'll pull that up while I'm talking here. But yes, they do work. I got 3 leads from them today. I will say that the text ad credits go fast. But, I mean, it's 3 more leads that I didn't have by simply clicking a button of something that I wasn't going to, otherwise wouldn't use. So they definitely work. They only take a few seconds to assign the credits. Let me jump over to my text ads, and I'll give you an example of 2 that I'm running right now. The one that I'm doing right now that's doing really well just says, the title is Free Lead System, and then it just says Free System Done for You Weekly Webinars. That simple. It's just that quick. That one got 9 clicks today, and of those 9 clicks, I got 3 leads and 2 new accounts. So that's what I'm saying, where it's that quick and that easy to do those text ads. So I would definitely make sure that you're taking advantage of what you're picking up. Crystal, good job on always searching for their email. And yeah, but it's quite amazing. You let us get commissions even before then. I don't know anyone else who does that. I don't either. Can we put text ads in the group? Yeah, Raymond. I'm actually was looking to write out about 30 of them and just add them directly into the marketing resources section. So that's something that is on. Right now, since the system is pretty filled out from a functional standpoint, right now me and Twee are just focused on creating marketing material. So we're, like Twee mentioned, new banners, and you just saw that we put up new capture pages. We're also working on like new registration pages. So everything that we're working on right now is all marketing material based. Since the function is there, it's doing really well in terms of function. And for the most part, people don't have a lot of questions on how to go through and set everything up. So it's more of whether or not they're going through, they're taking action, and they're getting an opportunity to connect with somebody so that they know that this is real. So that's where we're at with those. So yeah, I can definitely get some text ads probably before the weekend's over. Into the marketing resources section inside of Revshare Lifestyle. You got any other questions? I probably won't put them in the group, Raymond, just because I want to make sure that stuff stays within the website.
So
because
it doesn't clog the feed.
Yeah, it doesn't clog the feed. It also is a place where everybody can interact with it. Like everybody can see them as opposed to.
As more people join the group too, it's more like a rock concert. So if you post something, it's going to get moved down the feed pretty quickly.
It does.
So yeah, so we want to put it in a place where everyone can just log in and find it.
Like a static place, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, outside of that, guys, there's my advice would be, if you guys are still, if you guys are still growing the system right now, or if you haven't taken action on all of the income steps, make sure that you take action on those. As I said, most of them are free to join. I would ensure that you're participating in them. As I stated earlier, you want to act in a manner that you want your downline to act. So lead by example, take the actions that you want your downline to take, and get into each of the income streams, participate in each of the income streams, advertise on each of the income streams, because there's banners and text ad credits that you can be taking advantage of to be getting more referrals into your system. Connect the autoresponder in step 2 so that you're freeing up your time and you're building a list, which is the most valuable asset that you'll ever have on the internet, because you can take that list anywhere that you want, no matter what you do online, that list will follow you forever. And then step 3, start scaling your business quickly, especially if you're somebody like me who doesn't like to wait. You're kind of impatient. Maybe you want to have quick results. Definitely take action on step 3.
All right, and then step 3, I think there's some confusion still about the monthly packages, because we've gotten quite a few questions. The monthly packages are the exact same as the one-time packages that you see on the screen. So all the pricing is the exact same. It's no different from that. The only difference is the commission that you earn as an affiliate. So you actually get 15% versus 10% on the monthly. So 15% on the monthly, 10% on the one-time.
You also save time, and you also, it's also like, the way I've always looked at it is that kind of like if you have a 401k at your job, or if you've ever had a 401k at your job, they take that stuff out before they give you your paycheck. So what I like to do with my advertising is the same thing. I set aside that advertising. I know it comes out on the same day every month, and it's just there. It's on autopilot. I know it's working for me in the background while I go do my business. So that's why I go with the autopilots. That's why I go with the automatic stuff.
Yeah, whether you're in a brick or a click, as I call it, so brick and mortar or an online business, you definitely need advertising. It's the one thing that has changed everything for us. I know when we did offline businesses, we did big billboards, we did door hanging, we did all of that. Online, it's a little different. It's purchasing traffic and getting new visitors to your site.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So, it's the same concept, so same principle. Advertise, get sales. It works. It's that basic.
I think Joel had a slogan.
What's that?
Early, what'd you say?
Early to bed, early to rise, work like hell, and advertise. That's not mine. I didn't make that up, but I forgot who said it.
And Raymond says he'll soon be in the $100 a day club in TT3 this week. Congrats.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome, dude. Anthony Kegel, can you have 2 banners running at the same time? Yes, you can. On pretty much any of the networks. You can assign, like, say you had 10,000 banner credits, you can assign 5,000 to banner 1 and 5,000 to banner 2, or split it up however you wanted. But yes, you can run multiple banners at once. So definitely, once the next set of banners comes up, Twee, do you have a date on those?
For the banners?
Yes.
I would say this weekend.
Okay, so no later than Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay. So there'll be a second set of banners no later than Sunday that you can start adding to the different traffic exchange networks.
And guys, I would like your feedback on the banners too, because I know the best thing you can do for your marketing is always customizing your stuff. So if you do want personalized banners or something like that, Joel and I were considering putting that in the back office as an option that you can get. And I can get my team of designers to start creating personalized banners. But I just wanted to test and see if that's something you guys wanted, because I know a lot of people would like a banner with their own, face and everything on there.
Yeah, definitely a tweet. I think that might be something that you might want to add that to the Facebook group as like a question, like a pin.
I'll take a survey, but if that's something you guys are looking for, I'll have to arrange that with my design team and then get all the details worked out and put that in the back office if that's something you guys are looking for.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, I think we fielded a lot of questions tonight, and hopefully cleared up some of the questions that have been coming on throughout the last week. So if you guys don't have any more questions, we're just going to kind of close this off here. The first thing that I want to say is before as we close, that if you're new and you haven't signed up, there's a big yellow button directly below this. Take action on that. Click that button below and get with your sponsor, get with the person who referred you, and start building a rapport with that person so that you guys can work together as a team to get the most referrals possible into you guys' systems, and make sure that you take action on step 1, step 2, and step 3. Twee, closing statements?
One last question from Raymond. Can we modify the banners ourselves? So in regards to that, I know a couple people that have gone out and made their own banners, so that's an option. So you can definitely go and make your own banners.
Yeah, there's definitely, if you guys know how to get that done, then by all means go ahead. We fully support your own custom marketing. We fully support you putting doing your own emails, your own capture pages. I don't know if a lot of you guys know, but you can do your own capture pages by simply going to the profile section and grabbing the capture page bypass link. And just in doing that alone can make a big difference in your marketing and in your branding. So for those of you who are looking to brand yourselves, definitely that is a good option to go. And that is also another training that will be coming out soon, probably within March, about how to not only set up your own capture pages, but how to create capture pages that convert, and you can actually begin to brand yourself and build a long-term business with an audience that follows you. So, Fidel, closing statements, brother?
No, awesome. Everything's awesome. Thanks for the great work, and ready to rock and roll.
Right on. And Crystal says she'd love to have her face on a banner. Tweet, closing statements?
Closing statements. I'm really excited. The group is growing. The system is growing. So everything's growing and has awesome forward momentum. I see people welcoming new people. I see 24-hour support in the group. So whenever a question's being asked, a lot of our members are reaching out and answering the questions. So we always appreciate that because it keeps everyone involved. And if you have something you can give to someone, that always makes you stand out as a leader, someone that's knowledgeable and someone that they can go to. So
Absolutely. So with that, guys, click the button below if you're not already in the system, and create an account, connect to your sponsor, and we'll see you guys in the Facebook group.
all right, bye guys.
Have a good night.
Bye.